Protests over the horrific rape and murder of a trainee doctor at Calcutta's state-run Arjikar hospital have refused to die down. Our political leaders, also the lawmakers, played tennis match among themselves over the rape cases. BJP leaders say women are unsafe in Mamata Banerjee-ruled West Bengal in the aftermath of Arjikar brutality. And TMC leaders in retort bring back the gruesome crimes at Hathras and Unnao to implicate women are unsafe in BJP-ruled states.
उनको शर्म नहीं आ रही है किस तरह से उन्होंने ये सही नहीं समझा कि वो पीड़िता के परिवार के साथ खड़ी हो, वो रेपिस्ट के साथ खड़ी हो सकती है।
पहले वो उन्नाव, हाथरास, प्रयागराज, बिल्किस, मध्य प्रदेश, मणिपुर और वीमेन रेसलर जो एलिगेशन था ब्रिजभूषण के खिलाफ, उसमें पहले तो उनको क्षमा मांगना चाहिए। भाजपा को जो चीफ मिनिस्टर्स है, एमपी है, वो तो सब रेजिग्नेशन पहले तो वो रिजाइन करना चाहिए।
We take a trip down the trauma lane to highlight how our politicians have failed our 500 million women again and again. Hathras, Uttar Pradesh, September 2020. A 19-year-old Dalit woman was gang raped. She had gone to work at a Thakur community-owned field. The victim's mother found her lying in a pool of blood with her tongue cut off. She struggled for her life for the next few days and succumbed after 15 days to fractures and mutilations. The police response? A hasty cremation of the body in the dead of the night against the family's wishes. The victim's brother claimed they were locked up in a house during the funeral. The nation watched in horror as the authorities seemed more interested in covering up than delivering justice. CBI took over the case on October 10 and submitted its first charge sheet on December 2020, mentioning that the teen had been gang raped and murdered by 4 upper caste men. In 2023, a court in Hathras handed life imprisonment to convict Sandeep Singh Thakur. 3 other accused were let go. Hyderabad, November 2019. A 26-year-old veterinary doctor was gang raped and killed by 4 people. She had parked her scooter near a highway toll plaza when 2 lorry drivers and their helpers deflated her tire, dragged her into a bush, gang raped her and murdered her. The police arrested 4 accused based on CCTV footage. Just days later, cops killed the 4 in a shootout. Allegedly, they were taken to the same spot where the victim's body was found on the National Highway 44 for crime scene reconstruction. Supreme Court had formed a committee which submitted a report that the incident was a case of extrajudicial killing. The police action was celebrated by many, pointing towards the deep mistrust in the legal system. Kathua, Jammu and Kashmir, January 2018. An 8-year-old girl from Bakharwal community was raped and murdered inside a temple in Kathua. The child was held captive, drugged, repeatedly raped and brutally killed, allegedly to drive her nomadic community away from the area. Police took 8 people into custody while conducting a preliminary inquiry. Among them were 2 special officers arrested for allegedly deleting evidence. It was later unearthed that Sanji Ram, priest at the temple, was the main accused. Ram and 2 others were sentenced to 25 years in prison. Rallies led by BJP leader Chaudhry Lal Singh took to the streets in Jammu in support of the accused. Singh quit Congress and joined BJP in 2014. In 2024, Singh was back in the Congress. Unnao, Uttar Pradesh, June 4, 2017. Kuldeep Sengar, a BJP leader from Uttar Pradesh, raped a girl who had come to him to ask for a job. The incident came to light when the victim attempted self-immolation outside Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's residence 2 months later. In April 2018, the victim's father was arrested under the Arms Act and died in custody, allegedly because of police brutality. Later, a speeding truck rammed into a car carrying the victim, her 2 aunts, her lawyer, who were on their way to meet the victim's uncle who was lodged in jail. Her aunts died in the accident while she and her lawyer were critically injured. Following national outrage after 2 years of the incident, BJP expelled Sengar in 2019. He was convicted and sentenced to 10 years rigorous imprisonment in 2020. Delhi, December 2012. A young woman and her partner were looking for a way to return home after watching a movie at a multiplex in South Delhi. They boarded an empty bus. She was gang raped in the moving bus by the driver and helpers in the bus. The two were thrown out in the deserted ring road of Delhi, naked. The victim survived her ordeal for another 17 days. She was airlifted to a hospital in Singapore, but she couldn't be saved. The incident shook the nation to its core. Her ordeal sparked nationwide protests and led to the introduction of stricter laws and government funds aimed at women welfare. 4 men convicted of the gang rape and murder were hanged till death. Yet, a decade later, Delhi still registers 3 rape cases daily. Park Street, West Bengal, February 2012. A woman who had met her friends at a nightclub in Park Street, Calcutta, was raped inside a moving Honda City. When she filed a case, the police mocked her and the politicians questioned her character. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee called it a fabricated case. After a long and public battle, her attackers, who had alleged deep connections with politicians and celebrities, were convicted. She died in 2015 from a deadly form of meningitis. Nasir Khan, one of the convicts, completed his prison term and stepped out of jail in 2020. He was released around 400 days before the end of his term of 10 years because of his good behavior. The National Crime Records Bureau report of 2022 reveals that nearly 90 women are raped in India per hour. Conviction rates for rapes around 27%. These statistics have remained more or less similar year after year. So have the statements by political leaders, state apathy, judicial delay, and police incompetence.